Hi, this mini lesson is designed for 5th grade class. It's a very diverse class, and the lesson is based on legends using Native American literature. So, why Native American literature? We decided to use Native American literature as part of our author study, and we chose Paul Gabo as an author of a study for this project. And this lesson is based on one of his literary pieces that's called The Legend of the White Buffalo. Usually, I introduce my students to the objective of the day after displaying it, so we go over it. For example, if I'm teaching this in a classroom, I would introduce my objectives as the following. Hi, good morning, students. Today we're going to learn about legends. Why we're learning about legends? In order to be able to understand the importance of oral storytelling, and also in order to be able to identify the different elements of a legend in books, especially in Native American literature books. And also the lesson will be aligned to the Common Core standards. It's based on two standards, RL 5.7 and RL 510. After introducing the objective of the day, I'm going to create a circle map and I'm going to write the word legend. And then I'm going to say, so now students, you know what we're going to learn about today. Look at the circle map. It has the word legend in the middle. Do you think why I have that? After calling on students to share their ideas, I'm going to ask the students to turn and talk to their partners and discuss the word legend and ask themselves if they ever read a book that can fall under this category. So I'm going to say, now students, I want you to turn and talk to your partners. Here are your post-it notes. I want you to discuss the term legend. What do you think it means? Have you ever read a book that can fall under this category? Oh, what kind of book is that? Or do you remember the title of the book? So I want you to turn and talk to your partner and share your thoughts and ideas about the word legend. After you done talking, please use post-it notes to jot down what you think the word legend means. I'll give you 2 minutes, so please go ahead and talk to your partners. After the 2 minutes are up, I'm going to call in students to share their post-it notes. And then we are going to display the post-it notes on the circle map. After the circle map warm-up activity, I'm going to display the embedded poster and explain the word legend, and we're going to explain how it is related to Native American books. After the legend discussion, I'm going to explain to students that legends have certain characteristics that we have to be aware of as good readers. Therefore, I'm going to create a chart, a classroom chart, on a big chart paper that we're going to use it throughout the lesson. The chart is going to be divided into columns. The first column is headed as elements. The second one is evidence. Under elements, I'm going to jot down the different characteristics of legends, such as explains how something came to be. Second, based on a heroic character or event, teaches a lesson or a theme, problem solution, and finally the setting. After creating the chart, I'm going to explain each element. After explaining each element, I'm going to ask the students to sit down and watch the video, the read aloud video about the legend of the white buffalo woman on the smartboard. Once we're done watching the read aloud, I'm going to display page 14 on the overhead projector in order to model the elements of legends. While we're looking for evidence, so for each element that we're going to find the evidence on page 14 and jot it down under the evidence column. After modeling, I'm going to hand out the copies of different pages, and I'm going to assign each page to certain group of students, and then I'm going to hand out as well the chart, and I'm going to ask the students to find to identify some characteristics of the legends on that designated page of the story, and I'm going to remind them that they have to find evidence to each element that they think they have found. At the end of the lesson, I'm going to pass out the exit tickets, and after passing it out, I'm going to write the following prompt. Is the book good example of Native American mythology? Why or why not? After writing the exit slip prompt on the board, I'm going to say, guess what, guys? Our time is up. But as always, we have to reflect on our learning. You have to prove to me that you learned what I wanted you to learn today. So let's take a look at our exit slip prompt. Our exit slip prompt is about the book that we have read today. Do you think the book is a good example of Native American mythology? Why and why not? So that means you have to answer the question and you have to provide evidence for your thinking. So I'll give you 3 minutes. Go ahead, guys, work on your exit tickets and please make sure that you hand it in before you leave my classroom. Go ahead. While my students are working on the exit tickets, I'm going to post the lesson extension for the day because usually I give them extra credit points by taking the extra mile. So after my students are done with their exit tickets and they hand it in, I'm going to tell them that, guys, as always, if you are interested in earning extra points, so here are your lesson extension for today. So you have two options. Option one is to write an alternative ending for the book that we have read, or you have another option, which is you can interview one family member and record your family history using the interview worksheet. The worksheet is in the red basket by the door. So if you are interested in option two, please make sure that you grab an interview worksheet before you leave my classroom today. Thank you so much, guys. You've been doing such a great job. Have a great day and see you tomorrow.